What is up, crypto hackers? Welcome back to another episode of Hack Crypto, where we hack our cryptocurrency and blockchain education. If you guys are brand new here, we talk about everything NFTs, the metaverse, blockchain, and crypto in general. And on this episode, I'm going to be going over how we made history. Now, I've been hosting the Sandstorm meetup. We're officially partnered with Sandbox. We're working closely with them on building our headquarters within the metaverse of Sandbox. And if you guys are brand new to Sandbox, I've done multiple videos here on the channel about how it is a virtual world where you can go in there and buy and sell, create all these different types of NFTs and create a gaming experience with their game maker. Now, they have a lot of companies and projects that are getting involved in the metaverse. So we created Sandstorm, this bi-weekly meetup that happens every 2 weeks on Wednesdays, and we are inviting speakers that are builders within the Sandbox to really highlight them and get them more exposure to how they can actually build within this metaverse and what they're building. So what we've done is we've partnered with a lot of incredible companies. The first meetup that we did, if you guys missed that, all links will be to Sandstorm in the description below. If you guys have not signed up, definitely do that. But the first one that we did was with CyberKongz. We worked with Coco Bear and Wallace and their team on bringing them the first ever experience in the Sandstorm. This was a big deal for us because no one had really heard about the Sandstorm yet, and we had hundreds of people show up. The Discord hit about 1,000 people before the meetup, and I think we had concurrently about 200 people show up to that meetup. It was so much fun talking to Wallace about how they built out CyberKongz. This was a big deal because Kongs are one of the biggest projects that are in the Sandbox right now that is such an active community of diehards, and they released their avatar collection, which is the VX CyberKongz, where it's a 3D rendering of a lot of the Kongs that are out there, and it's such a cool chance to sit down with Wallace. There's a recording of that on the Sandstorm podcast that we basically just took the audio from the meetup and uploaded it on to the podcast for everybody to listen to. Now, the second one was the historic event. This was 2 weeks ago, and it took place with Sebastian joined us from Sandbox, the COO and founder of Sandbox. He joined us with YGG, which is Yield Guild Games. And this was a pretty phenomenal meetup, a historic event where we were in the metaverse, in the Sandbox Metaverse. This was a first, and we worked with Sandbox for weeks beforehand. We had a build made by Michael on the Grow Your Base team, who did a fantastic job. Within 4 days, he built an entire HQ for the Sandstorm meetup to take place within the metaverse. So people downloaded the game maker on their PC. They were able to enter into the first ever multiplayer experience on the land plot that we own, that we had developed this build on, and it was a fantastic experience. So what I wanted to do on this episode here on the channel was show you guys a little insight into the first ever multiplayer experience. There were 40 people. It was capped at 40 people being allowed into the Sandstorm meetup for the historic event. And we minted an NFT just for this historic event that we're going to be dropping to people that attended and signed up for the newsletter while we were in the metaverse. And it was such a special moment. I felt like I was actually part of history, and the team at Sandstorm and Grow Your Base and everyone, just shout out to everybody that's helped with this. I felt honored to be part of it, and everybody like Yeet over there and everyone has done such a good job of supporting this community, including the Sandstorm community. You guys are amazing, pushing 3,000 members on Discord and over 3,000 followers on Twitter now. Just a crazy supportive ecosystem for builders. So let's check out this exclusive look at the historic event that we hosted with Sebastian and Yield Guild Games, where Sebastian is actually roaming around in the Sandstorm headquarters within the metaverse that is multiplayer with 40 people, all of us in there together, dancing around, and we take a selfie. And let's check out the actual footage of Sebastian doing this in real time. And I passed the screen over to him because I was kind of running in circles, and he goes through and gets into this secret area and takes a screenshot, and it's awesome. So that is it. If you guys want to join the Sandstorm, I encourage you with the link in the description below. It's an awesome event. We're really growing fast. And next up, we have Gutter Cats. The Gutter Cats gang is a fantastic project that's working with Sandbox as well. We're going to be having them on the show or the meetup next week. Super bullish on their project, and they're really doing a lot in the Sandbox. So I'm excited to see that working on or in process of working on, and they're going to be on the show next. And we have some really incredible guests lined up to speak over the coming weeks and months on the Sandstorm. So all the links will be in the description below. Thank you all so much for the support. I feel like I'm part of history now as one of the first people in the metaverse that Sandbox has created. And that is it for this episode. Slap a like if you like any of these projects that we're contacting. Leave us some comments of projects you think would be fun to have within the metaverse for the Sandstorm meetup. And that is it. I will see you guys on the next episode here on Hack Crypto.